Sometimes people tell me that, well, Dan, that's because you're rich. That's why you can delegate. That's not it. It's the opposite. It's because I delegate. That's why I'm rich. It's chicken and egg. It's not, if you don't have the habit of delegating now, why would you think? Well, first of all, you won't make the money because your hours not worth. You're not maximizing the time, the value of your time. You're not going to get there. But if you don't delegate now, you don't have the habits of delegating now. What makes you think you have the habits of delegating when you make more money? Yeah. It's like, doesn't make sense. It's like people have the problem with savings. Oh, when I make more money, I'll save money. That's bullshit. If every dollar comes in, you're not saving the 10 cents, you can have 100 times more money. You're not going to save the money because you don't have the habit to start with. Everybody understand what I'm saying? Yes? Yes. So it starts with a habit. Start delegating small stuff. Develop the habit. Letting go a little bit more. I'm not saying from here to here, but let's just a little bit here, let loose. A little bit more, and then you get some good experiences, and then you go from there. Now, I want to take a minute and talk about why most people don't delegate. Why most people don't delegate. What's holding them back? What's holding them back? Now, in fact, I want you to do this with me. Open your left hand like that. Okay, left hand like that. Everybody, do that. Okay. Now, if you've ever said this, as I'm saying, as I'm repeating different statements, I want you to put that in your palm. Okay? These excuses, hold it. So, I could do it better myself. I don't know if I can trust her or him to do it. He isn't qualified to do it. She doesn't want added responsibilities. I don't have the time to show anyone how to do it. There's no one else to delegate to. She already has enough to do. I don't want to give up this task because I like doing it. I'm the only person on this planet Earth who knows how to do this. Well, she messed up kind of last time, so I'm not giving her anything else to do. How many of us said any of these statements before? Okay, now look at this. This a bunch of, what is this? What is it? No, someone said, what is this? Bullshit. What is this? What is this? Bullshit. Mental bullshit. So crumble into a ball for me, please. Do that, like that. Throw on the ground. Step one. No more bullshit. No more what? Bullshit. Yeah, I don't buy that shit. Don't buy into it. Nothing more than limiting belief. Nothing more than what? Limiting belief. It's all that is. Yeah. It is not true. What do you mean it's not true? It's not true. It's not true. How do you think that helps your business when you have this limiting belief?
You get nothing done.
You get nothing done. Of course, you're on the hamster wheel. You have this limiting belief. I can give you all the strategies, 7 how-to, 5 strategies, whatever. It doesn't matter. You're not going to do it. Because you have this thing. You don't get rid of it. It's always there. You don't delegate. And that's why people don't delegate. So what can you delegate? Just to give you a small taste of what can you delegate. Receiving and responding to emails, receiving and routing and responding to phone call, responding to customer service, scheduling business and personal appointments, confirming appointments, call interviews, call writing to new prospects, entering business cards into database, bookkeeping, graphic designing, programming, website developments, invoicing clients, customers, tracking expenses and tax records, handling paperwork, shopping around online for software, hardware, travel, and gifts. Ken? I'm teasing my mentee. Maintaining website, tracking website statistics, fulfillment of products and services, creating sales reports, search engine optimization, just designing PowerPoint, event planning, product search, internet search, fact checking, ordering office supplies, stamps, shipping materials, planning and business, personal travel. What can you delegate?
All of it.
A better question is, what can't you delegate?
Thinking.
How many can see a lot of things you can delegate?
Yeah.
There are a lot, and this is a small list, just to give you an idea. There are a lot of things you can delegate. A lot of things you can delegate. So what's holding you back? I would say the 4 biggest fear. Number 1 is fear of losing control. What is it? Fear of what? Losing control. Fear of losing control. That you, oh my God, If I let go, what's going to happen? If they make a mistake, what's going to happen? Fear of asking somebody usually means fear of rejection. Where does that come from? Why are we afraid to ask someone for help? Why are we afraid to ask someone for help? Why?
Scared of rejection.
Scared of rejection, yes. But why? Why are we afraid of rejection? What is it?
Judgment.
Judgment, yes. What would they think of me? Would they think that I'm incompetent? Would they think I'm not good enough? Would they think less of me? Right? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Fear of being thought of as inadequate, especially men, by the way. I think women are better. Seriously, women, they have a more willingness to ask for help. But men, we're taught you got to be a macho man, right? You got to do a man thing, and you don't ask for help and all this shit. That's what we're taught. You got to be strong. You got to be all this stuff. If you ask for help, then you're not competent. You don't mow your own lawn, you're a loser. You mow your own lawn, man. I can't even lift a fucking machine. I don't want to mow my lawn, right? You know what I mean? It's an honorable thing. You gotta do this. No honor in that. There's no honor in that. May cost too high. Sometimes entrepreneurs may think, well, it costs too high. I can't afford it. Now you know how much your time is worth, whatever your goal is. If you want to make $1 million a year, it has to be worth $1,700 an hour. If you think of those numbers, can you afford not to delegate?
No.
Yes or no? No. So your time is worth so much more. But Dan, you don't understand. I don't have enough cash. I can't delegate. I'll show ways I'll delegate for free. But for now, just make yourself a promise that you're going to do this and give it a shot. Give it a what? Give it a shot. Now, what if you might say, but Dan, how many of you tried to delegate in the past and it turns into like a delegation hell? How many have done that before? You trusted somebody, you delegate them and you pay them, and they didn't deliver on what they promised. So how do we solve this problem? So on one hand, so I'm saying delegate. On one hand, you've had some bad experiences, and cost you money, cost you time, like Andre said. So how do we solve this problem?
Set expectations.
Set expectations, good. Yes, Nathan?
I find if you create like a document,
Document?
exactly how you want it, kind of a step-by-step, and all the information that they need, they're less likely to mess up.
Okay, so like a document, expectation, communicate, all that, less likely to make. Now, how many have done that and even communicate expectation and they still fuck it up? So what do we do? Honest.
Hire someone else.
Hire someone else, yes. Next.
Have them repeat it back to you.
Have them repeat back to you, okay, here's what I want you to do. Communicate back to me the expectation. Are you clear, right? Okay.
If possible, delegate the same thing to 3 people and find out who's competent to do it.
Might not be a good idea. A round of applause, actually. That's a good strategy, yes. Delegate to 3 people and see which one is good, and you keep that one. Not bad, right? How many have ever had a bad meal in the past? How many of you still eat? That's the answer.
Get better at filtering.
Get better at filtering? Yes. But what I'm saying is, it's a numbers game. You're not going to get it right every time. I'm not going to get it right every time. I just fired one of my mentees. Hello, I fuck it up. I made a mistake. I chose the wrong person. I trusted the wrong person. Does it matter? On the big scheme of things, who cares? 6 months from now, a year from now, you're not going to remember it. You're not going to remember it. In fact, Ken, can you take a moment and share the story, like how we fired the staff? That would be interesting. Give a hand of applause to Ken. Yeah. Ken, also my business partner. We own a company together called Top Agent Internet Marketing, which we provide SEO services for agents. So, everybody say hi, Ken.
Hi, Ken.
Now, Ken, like when we fire all your staff and when I told you to tell the story. You can tell better than I do. Go ahead.
I've had this company for, 15 years before I got together with Dan, and it didn't take me too long after Dan and I were together before I realized that I had been doing a lot of the big things wrong for 15 years. And I had the vision that I needed to build a team a great team, so that when we got big piece of business, we could handle it. We could do a great job. And so I finally realized that that's the opposite. That's the exact wrong way to do business. You go get the business first, then you build the team. So anyway, Dan, it just came to the point where I was, I realized I was not good at hiring people.
How many of you are not good at hiring people? No, more hands should go up. You guys suck. How many are not good at hiring people? Seriously. Yeah, good.
And even worse, I wasn't good at managing people.
How many are not good at managing people? Yeah, more hands should go up, including me.
And one of these employees was a personal friend of mine, right?
For how many years?
Oh, well, I guess, 12, 13.
12, 13 years. So when I went to the company, we partnered with Ken. In a few months, we look at everything. And what did we do? What did I ask you to do?
Well, first he asked, it was good. He was gentle that time. He asked me just to get rid of this one guy. And so finally I did that. And then, a few weeks later or something, he suggested that, just get rid of everybody. And it was the best thing I've ever done, actually.
One applause for that, first of all. Yes. So not yet. So now, at first when I took, because Ken is a very caring guy, and a lot of these employees have been with him for a long time. So when I told him, we got to fire everybody. Not like 3 months later, like we fire everybody like within a week, I remember, right?
Well, I think I did
Days.
The same day.
Same day.
Yeah.
So now at first he was like, I don't know, like these people, they work with me, maybe they can switch to part-time, independent contract. I know, all of them have to be gone. I was like, boom. Right? And at first, I don't know. And now what happens, like, thinking these people are his friends, loyal employees, what happens afterwards?
Yeah, that was a great lesson for me. I mean, here I am. I'm friendly. I mean, I hire really nice people, good human beings.
Good human being, very good. Keep going.
And I like these people, and they have good values and all this kind of stuff. And there's a young guy, and I'm sort of mentoring him on how to live his life and all this kind of stuff. And so I feel like we're kind of close. And but it was just a kick in the head when I laid these guys off. All I am to these people is a paycheck. That's it. And I mean, they're still nice people. I don't hate them or anything, but it was just a lesson in business. I mean, one thing Dan said is that friends work for free. And that's the difference between friends and employees.
Yeah, whatever employees you have, oh, they're so loyal, they've been with me, they're so good, and this and that. And my challenge for you is, try to skip the next paycheck and see how friendly they still are.
When I should say that when I laid these guys off, every one of them was trying as hard as they could to get every last dime.
Yes.
For anything, an iPad that I'd lent them, the company bought. Oh no, I should keep that iPad. And,
all your good friends, all the nice people with good values. Fuck them, right? Seriously, employees are employees, right? But round of applause for Ken. And I don't want you to get the impression I love my team. I'm saying with people that hiring people, I think is a skill. Filtering, training them, coaching them, helping develop is a whole other skill. And which I'm going to talk a little bit about today. Maybe in the future meetings, I'll go a little bit more in depth because that's more leadership, falls into leadership and management. That's a bit more advanced. Today, I just want to focus on delegation. What I want to focus on? Delegation. And the way I run my company is a little bit unusual because I basically run everything virtually. I run this kind of virtual empire that although all these companies buy work from home because I choose to work from home, I hate to commute to work. I don't have an office. I don't like an office. I don't want to go to an office. Most of the time when my mentees are calling me, I'm in my underwear, not like this, right? And I like to be at home. I want, it's when I get in the morning, I do my thing, brush, and I can get to work. Saves me a whole lot of time. Think about it. The commute, it just saves me a whole lot of time. But again, it's a personal preference. Whatever turns you on, right? However you want to live your life.
10 times your finances, 10 times your business, 10 times your marketing, 10 times your life. Hit the subscribe button now.